Alrighty. Guess what, people? We're coming
back.
at you live. We're back. It's the after show time. And welcome to it. We're going to do a little quiz for you today. It's using reviews from the December 1997 issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly. This is part 2 of this quiz. Because last week we did the first half of it. And there are just so many games in this holiday issue of EGM that there was enough to do a second one. So here we are doing just that.
Word.
All right.
Yes. Phil and Greg,
That's us.
are you
Start with
ready?
us, Phil.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, sure.
Are you in a 1997 state of mind?
Always.
Excellent. All right. Phil, you're up first.
Okay.
Greg second. This one's for PlayStation.
PlayStation.
PlayStation 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Considering I Feel Blank is a glorified version of blank, this title didn't exactly overwhelm me. I mean, is there another PlayStation action game that is slower paced and has worse loading times than blank? Fortunately, the enclosed demo of blank made it quickly apparent to me that blank is gonna rock. Still, all you blank fans who think I'm nuts can calm down. It's a good game, just not a great game. I'll wait for the sequel.
Boy, that sure didn't
Okay.
say anything.
Yeah, this review says not the only thing this review actually says is the bit where it talks about there's a demo disc included. What's the first part? I'm trying to remember what the genre. Does it say a genre?
It does not say. It says another PlayStation action game, but it doesn't say.
Okay,
a
it's an
particular
action
genre.
game.
Yeah.
It's another PlayStation action game.
Action, of course, is the genre that can be put on almost anything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to think of PlayStation games that included demo discs.
Yeah.
And
there were a few of them.
Yeah, the only one that's popping into my mind at the moment though is Twas #1, which seems like they would have categorized that as a fighting game. But it's all I can think of, so I'm just going to say Twas #1.
Uh-oh. There we go.
That's what I figured.
It's working. It's wrong. For a second there, it didn't do anything, and I was like, what happened?
Right.
Yeah. That is wrong. Greg. PlayStation demo disc. Slow paced, and it has bad loading times. Of course, what didn't have bad loading times back?
Legacy of Kain.
Oh.
Legacy of Kain. Sorry, you're wrong. The correct answer is Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Oh.
It had a demo of
Resident Evil 2?
Resident Evil 2 in it.
Oh.
Yeah. And he said that Resident Evil is a glorified version of Alone in the Dark.
I mean, it's not wrong at a base level, I guess.
That's a stretch.
No.
It's a major stretch.
I mean,
cinematic fixed camera, tank
Sure.
controls.
I mean, no, that
horror.
makes it's a totally apt description, but it's like I think at that point Resident Evil kind of proved itself to be its own sort of successful thing, right?
But I think this was early enough in Resident Evil that maybe it didn't seem that way.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
now
I
you've
think-
got,
I think-
7-8 games.
I was gonna say, I mean, had it proved itself, it was a successful game.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it was a year old at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So I don't know that you can look at it through the lens of a lasting franchise.
No.
Yeah, but I mean,
And it was, for as much fun as it was kind of ridiculous because it was the most notoriety it had was for that terrible voice acting.
right.
That's true.
I don't
Anyway.
know.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, anyway, we are scoreless after one game.
All right.
But now we're up to Greg.
That's me.
It's for PlayStation. All of these are for PlayStation, I think. Here we go with another game that looks great and plays awful. The game's main flaw is its control. No matter which vehicle I bought or how many upgrades I slapped onto it, the darn thing kept spinning out at all the wrong times. And while the tracks look cool, especially all the animated scenery in the background, they need more power ups. I do like being able to upgrade my driver with experience points, but it's not enough to hold my interest.
That could be anything.
A PlayStation game
Needs more
Looks-
power-ups. Animated
looks great,
backgrounds.
plays awful. Bad control, it needs more power ups. It has animated scenery in the background.
Motor Tune Grand Prix.
Oh.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
Ah. Boy. You could upgrade your driver?
Upgrade your driver with experience points.
Ugh. Yeah. I have no idea. No idea. Pass.
No idea.
Yeah.
Not even a guess.
No.
The answer is Red Asphalt.
Would have never known that.
Never have guessed that.
No.
Red Asphalt.
No.
Okay. Scoreless, but we are back up at the top of the count.
Okay.
That's a sports term, right? This one, Phil, is for PlayStation. No, it's not.
Top of the order, I think it's
Top of the order. There we go. There we go. You know your sports. That's a hockey term, isn't it?
That is a baseball term. Keep going.
Oh, wrong again. All right. So this one's for PlayStation.
Okay.
There's nothing like sitting down and playing a good old time game. It's even better to do it when it has been enhanced, but still has the same feel as the original. Blank is a lot of fun. The graphics as sprites work, and it has a lot of little extras like being able to go around the world and becoming other, quote, mutated monsters. On a side note, I bet that scientist lady would be pretty hot if she would just get rid of those dorky glasses.
I beg to differ. Glasses.
Yeah,
are
really.
hot.
Yeah. Well, it seems like there's enough here.
Yeah, that's the most descriptive one we've had so far.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's describing.
I don't
but it's
either.
certainly describing something.
It
Yeah.
is describing something. Yes.
So it's like an old game, like a classic game.
A good old time game.
Ugh.
It's even better to do it when it has been enhanced,
Yep, it's an enhanced old game.
but it still has the same feel as the original.
Sprites, you can go around the world, you can mutate the things. And you got a hot scientist lady with glasses.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Read the part about the mutation again, please.
Sure. It has a lot of little extras like being able to go around the world and becoming other mutated monsters.
Oh. You can go around the world and become their mutated monsters. My goodness.
CJ went for all the obscure games tonight.
Really?
I didn't think I did. Apparently I did.
Red Asphalt, really?
You don't know Red Asphalt? I mean,
No.
come on. I don't
Um,
either, actually.
And the scientist lady. Man,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Scientist lady.
I
Hot
don't know.
Scientist lady. Don't know?
I don't even have a guess. I don't know.
No guess.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
Greg.
This is gonna kill me.
Is it Rampage?
Oh
I need more
Oh,
information.
come on.
nope. Nope.
Um, Rampage World Tour.
There it is.
That's right. It's Rampage World Tour.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot that game came out
vaguely
on.
remember it.
I forgot it came out on PlayStation. I thought that was more of like, PlayStation 2 era or something.
No, and now that we know that that's what it is, I can remember the ridiculously modeled scientist lady.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, Greg, you're back up.
Bottom of
doing
the
it.
order.
Bottom of the order. Whatever. First and goal. Let's see. This one's for PlayStation.
Mhm.
Third down. Much hype has been surrounding Blank for months now, but I'm not sure why. Sure, it's a decent game complete with 3D Blank action. So, what if there are secrets on each area, like the bars you can rip off doors to use as a weapon? When it comes down to it, the gameplay becomes repetitive in about 1 minute. I was disappointed with the overall number of attacks available for each character.
Fighting Force?
That was my guess.
Yeah.
It is Fighting Force. Whoa, Greg on a roll.
Man.
Wow. All right.
Originally supposed to be a Streets of Rage game, wasn't it?
Was it really?
I believe so.
I think
Oh,
I
man.
heard that somewhere. Yeah. All right. Well, Phil,
Yeah.
you're up, and you're kind of behind at this point, so you got to step it up.
I'm aware of that. Yes.
Step it up, son.
It's a little bit passive aggressive.
Yeah, really.
This one's for PlayStation.
Okay.
I loved the first Blank, and to my complete surprise, the sequel surpasses the original in every way. I don't like the character design changes. Not very important, but I had to get it off my chest. But the gameplay is totally innovative and the graphics are outstanding. The stages are long and have some amazing layouts. The bosses are cool and the difficulty is just right. The cinemas are a little cheesy, but who cares? Great game.
Well, that tells us nothing. It's a sequel that's better than the original. It has bosses.
Yes.
I mean, how many games have
Cinemas.
bosses?
Well,
No. Pandemonium 2.
That is exactly what I was going to guess.
Damn
and
it.
you'd be right. It is Pandemonium 2.
As soon as you read the review, I was like, that's got to be Pandemonium 2. Because Pandemonium 2, which was well loved, if you
Yeah.
remember, the characters were redesigned in the second
That's
game.
right.
And they looked
For
awful.
Yeah.
an inexplicable reason. Like, why?
Yep.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
There we go.
Pandemonium 2 is correct. All right, Greg.
Okay.
This one's for PlayStation. First, let me say that I thought the idea behind this game was really cool. I'm not a fan of the Blank series, but I thought a Blank adventure might just work. I was wrong. The graphics were unimpressive and the control was horrid. What's up with that turnaround button? Generally, the enemies were either cheap as all hell or just plain dumb. They'd just stand there and not hit you. The game is a really good concept, but the execution failed.
Mortal Kombat Mythologies.
There it is.
The only reason I got
is.
that is because Ben Rivers has played those games on his stream multiple times. And they control so badly.
Oh.
Wow. All right, Greg. 3 points to Phil's 1 point.
Yeah.
That technically is the end of the game. However, we have a final tiebreaker here.
Oh, good. Whew.
Yes, this is for all the marbles.
Classic baseball term.
Yes.
Yep.
All the Cracker
Just
Jacks.
outside.
All right, let's see if you can get the checkered flag on this one,
Okay.
Phil.
Please
This is
stop.
this is for PlayStation.
Okay.
Blank is a great sequel because it is a much better game than the original. There are a lot of new gameplay elements, and the diverse level design is excellent. I also enjoyed the quirky bosses between each set of levels. This 3D platform game really shows off the PlayStation hardware, great graphics, while also being a challenging and fun game to play. If you like platform games, you would be remiss not to buy this excellent one.
Oh my. 3D, and they said platformer?
This 3D platform game really
Okay.
shows off the PlayStation hardware.
Okay, that's a sequel. A superior sequel.
Because it's a much better game than the original.
Much better game. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
that's all a great sequel has to be, right? It's much better than the original.
boy, oh boy.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of 3D platformers on the PlayStation.
Well, it's not Pandemonium 2.
Oh, spoiler.
Oh, that's not a 3D platformer. That's
It's
a
a 2.5D.
2.5D.
Yes.
Jumping Flash 2. Oh,
I'm sorry. It is not
disappointing.
Jumping Flash 2.
I would say Crash Bandicoot 2.
Well, you don't get to play this one.
Okay, well, I'm
You
still
already
guessing
won.
Crash
What?
Bandicoot 2.
Oh, there it is.
It is Crash Bandicoot 2.
There it is.
Greg with an extra 50 points. That means, Greg, you have won
Wow.
our game today. 53 points to Phil's 1 point. I mean,
Jesus. That's
what a
awfully mean.
blowout.
I tried.
Pretty proud of myself
I
on this
tried.
one.
Yeah.
Really made up for last week.
Yeah.
You pulled it out. You pulled it out. You didn't get red asphalt, but
Jesus.
you got the rest
As
of it.
nobody would have.
No.
No.
I
Exactly.
could have asked that question to people on the dev team. They would have been like, wait, what was this game?
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, thank
Yes.
you, Phil and Greg, for playing. And thank you, dear listener, for backing our small time video game podcast here. And if you're wanting to contribute maybe a game that we can play on the after show, you can email that to player1podcast@gmail.com. And New Year's coming up. You might have like some time off to formulate a game. We would really appreciate it if you'd send something in our way. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I want to thank everybody again for listening. Hope your family, friends, loved ones are doing well. Hope you are safe and well, and we hope to talk at you again next week.
Toodle-oo.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.